You are live on the TV, Stephen. Please do not swear. How was your weekend?
Yeah, very good. Not a lot happened really.
You didn't go out clubbing, raving?
No. Cut me grass. Saturday it rained all day. So Friday afternoon I cut my grass.
You got a little ride on?
Sorry?
You have a little ride on mower?
No, I've got a tractor. Like a sort of micro tractor. It's not like a full-size tractor, but it's... So, yeah, I did that Friday because I knew it was going to rain Saturday.
And what about Sunday? You went to church?
No. No, what did I do yesterday? Yeah, just sort of general stuff really, but do anything, but I do something, if that makes sense. I just go around picking up stuff, moving stuff.
So you were just generally pottering about?
That's it.
Is that what you do most weekends?
Yeah, it is really. Last Sunday went to a car show. They have a car show in Perugia. Sort of classic, you know, older 60s, 70s, 80s cars.
Is that your thing? You're a motorhead?
Yes. Yeah, I am, very much so. Yeah, that's my...
So what's your number one motor from the 80s?
I suppose in the 80s, yeah.
Ford Escort, XR3i, Cosworth.
Well, no, not really. The XR3, yeah, it was all right. The Cosworths were 90s, so the Escort Cosworth wasn't about in the 80s. They were about in the 90s, which I had one. I also had the Sierra Cosworth before that. So 80s, I suppose, yeah, the 80s was more of the Golfs, the GTI Golfs. Yeah, the XR3s, XR2s, all of that sort of stuff. But I'm more of a 60s, 70s, more of a, like the Mark 1 Escort, the Mexicos, the RSs, that type of Dolomite Sprints. They were all sort of 70s cars. And then of course you got the 60s cars, which again, they were like your Mark 1 Lotus Cortinas, Mark 2 Lotus Cortinas.
What was your first motor?
My first ever car was a Ford Angular.
A Z car?
It was a, yeah, that was my first car. And then I think I moved on to the Mark 2 Cortinas and things like that. Your Capris, your 3-litre Capris. So
I could definitely see you in a Ford Capri.
Yeah, I had a 3-litre Capri.
What colour?
Blue.
Any extra kit on it to make it?
No, I was never into that sort of... I was never a boy racer. I had nice cars, but I never mucked about with them. I was never into the big whippy aerials or any of that. I liked them stock. Had a few Mark 3s. So yeah, I had a lot of cars that I wished I still had now.
What you're driving at the moment?
I've got an old Peugeot 205 GTI Peugeot 1987, and I've got a 1989 Jeep Wrangler, and then I've got a 1999 Saab. So that's my three vehicles that I drive about.
The Peugeot is a weekend jolly kind of car, is it?
Well, yeah, the GTI Yeah, well, they all are. All three of them are just weekend sort of toys, I suppose. I've always had a car for just messing about with, always. So yeah, I've always had something to, because like I say, yeah, that's sort of like me hobby, I suppose. So yeah, I do like me old cars.
Are there quite a few classic car meets in this part of the world?
Yeah, there is. France is very much a classic car place. There's a lot of clubs. Not that I'm in any clubs, I'm not into all that sort of thing. But yeah, there's always events. There's always events going on in France. They're very good for doing big road trips, and yeah, there's a lot of club events. So yeah, no, the French, they like their classic cars. Well, they got lovely roads, haven't they, to be able to do that sort of thing, I suppose.
Do you like going out into the countryside and putting your foot down?
Wow. I mean, I do put me foot down in my little GTI, I do. Because that's sort of when the car comes alive, really, is when you're giving it a bit of stick. Takes you back to your youth.
Tea time again, Steve?
Well, yes, that's sort of got to wait.
I notice you're back on the organic honey.
Well, I've never off it.
I've asked the computer about organic honey for you.
Yeah, and?
For honey to be labelled as organic, the plants from which the bees collect nectar must be certified organic.
Yeah, well, yeah.
However, this certification can be complex. That's what you were saying the other day, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
While organic honey is marketed as being healthier, the complexities of bee foraging and certification standards mean that true organic honey is difficult to guarantee.
Right. So, in other words, I was right.
Yeah.
Organic honey doesn't exist.
Not really.
It's just putting that in someone's mind, and they just go, oh, we'll buy that because that's better for you. And there's just some bloke stiggering and getting richer and richer. And it's something that really doesn't exist. That's what I thought.
You were on it.
I was, yeah. Yeah.
I didn't need to ask ChatGPT. I could have just taken your word for it.
I already told you, didn't I, a week ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bother with the internet in future. I'm just going to ask you.
Just come straight to me. Save a lot of time.
Are you looking about what's left to do?
There's a lot left to do. Yeah, there is.
I've noticed that
I'm on camera.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've noticed that the colour of the mortar is a shade or two lighter than what was on before.
In what way? Because there wasn't anything on there before. So how can it be lighter than it was before when there's blatantly nothing on there?
So I'm mistaken.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you know, it's like, yeah, painting something that's never been painted before and then saying it's a different colour to what it was before. So no, yeah. I don't know to answer that, Alan. Really, that's yeah, it is different than was there before. Yeah, because there was nothing there before. Yeah, that's all I've got. That's all I've got. Yeah, that's all I got on that one. Yeah. Next.
So are you saying that the stonework has never had mortar in it before?
No, I don't believe it has. No.
Is that unusual?
Well, I mean, yeah, I suppose it is unusual as such. I mean, you get dry stone walls and things like that. But No, I would say there's never been anything in there before, because that part has been pointed before. The middle bit has been rendered before. But there's bits of it pointed there. But by the look of that, just looking at it, it's never been pointed. Although obviously that's later than the rest of it.
I thought the pointing was a protection for the building, no?
Well, yeah, it is. I mean, a render, that's where the discrepancy lies between when a wall looks nicer pointed. But these heritage people, sometimes there's, like the chateau would look nice pointed, but it's got to be rendered. And their argument is the render protects it, protects the stone, whereas obviously pointing doesn't protect the stone because you're not covering the stone, but you're doing the joints. And obviously if a wall isn't pointed, it could fall down because there's nothing bonding it together. So it needs to be pointed to keep the weather out, and eventually, yeah, it will deteriorate because all the joints get washed out and then stones start falling out. So pointing protects the building. But they can go one step further and then say, well, rendering it protects it even more because that protects the stone. So when these heritage people say, no, you're not allowed to point it, it's got to be rendered, it's a damn shame, but that's their argument. Rendering it protects it. It's like putting a coat on it.
So over there is render.
Yeah, the bit above that window where you can see no stone, that's render.
Right.
So that building at one stage was completely rendered.
And it's just fallen off over
it's
time.
Come away over the years, yeah.
And you will be repointing that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Will you have to dig out that render?
Yes, that's all got to be gunned off. Yeah, so I got to gun the render off, gun the joints out, same as over there where the boys are working now. The stonework there will all be gunned out and then re-rendered. Oh, gloves.
Always remember health and safety, Stephen.
Yeah, it's all a bit that brush.
Although
brush.
They don't look like safety boots to me.
No, but the shorts are. Let's just see where we're at.
The scaffold will be coming down today then?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll be working off the ground tomorrow on my knees, and then this will be moved round the front.
What about these corner sections?
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to do that off a ladder. I won't get me tower in there with that fence and hedge and whatnot, so I'll just stick a ladder in there and just do it off a ladder.
Will you bring future clients around to see the quality of your work?
No, that's something I've never done.
Why is that?
Because I don't care if they use me or not. So I would never say, oh, look what I can, it's, you either use me or you don't. I know that sounds very obnoxious and arrogant, but I give them a price and that's it. Just because there's so much work, it's like any trade, not just me, I don't mean that, you know, building trade generally. But whatever, plumber, electrician, chippy, bricky. I remember a program, it's one of those programs, what are they called? Matt Allwright.
Oh, the renovation type programs.
No, Matt Allwright, he's a consumer, that's it, that's the word. One of these consumer programs.
Like Watchdog, that kind of thing.
That's it. I think he actually worked on Watchdog. And he once said, if you've got a builder and he's good, cherish him. And it's true. I think the days of, you know, having a builder and telling him to take his shoes off and park his van round the back and all that sort of thing, No, those days are truly, yeah, well and truly gone.
I don't want to put you on the spot.
No.
And don't feel you have to say anything. But do you feel cherished here, Stephen?
Yes. Very much so. Not, like I say, I'm not saying I need to be cherished. That's not really how it's. I'm not coming across very well here, really. But yeah, I'm just saying. Yeah, we all got to do our part. We got to make a really nice job because everything's a lot of money. So we got to do the best job we can possibly do and respect the client, if you like. Respect the client, respect the client's property. And like I say, do the best we possibly can. And all the client got to do is just do the same, I suppose, is what I'm saying.